Another Catholic
Hey guys,
story. The
CJ
hate
again.
for the Catholics.
Um, I'm back again with my Catholic story. Sorry guys, back again with my Catholic story. For somebody, I was born and raised Catholic, and then I left during my teen. Then I left the Catholic Church totally. I left, and then I started going to some Pentecostal churches. I went to a lot of them, a lot. So much of them. I remember my sisters to be used to call me church whore because I was moving in them churches. I was moving in them churches. I was. And then some years back, and then I returned back to the Catholic Church. Um, One thing that I could take from my time when I was away from the Catholic Church is, in as much as at the Pentecostal church, I even got to the stage when I was speaking in tongues when I was in Catholic church, received visions. Um, ah, I will not even tell you about the prophesying part. I was prophesying things that were happening, real things. Um, but there was something that the Catholic Church have or had that I didn't get in the Pentecostal, of all the Pentecostal that I went to. Because imagine the first Pentecost that I went to was my father's, because on my father's side, my father he is Pentecostal. And his father was an overseer. A great overseer was well known in a church called AFM, if ever know it. It's quite an African apostolic church. What AFM? What apostolic folk? Hey, hey, not missing the wrong thing. It's called AFM. You Google it out. It's an AFM. AFM in SA, there's AFM in Zim. I think there's also AFM in USA. I think there's FM in Europe and Britain. Yeah, just look for AFM. He's an overseer that is well known. And my grandfather was an overseer that is well known in a Pentecostal church. And it happened that, like, apart from my father, all my uncles, they're pastors. All of them, they're pastors. So coming from this background, and on my mother's side, she's Catholic. Um, when I came back there was something that was also always missing. Um, yeah, we also do break of communion, Pentecostal, and all that stuff. Speaking in tongues, praying, moving around, praying in tongues, and we could pray for people, and they could get healed, and all of that. The miracles. As I don't want to lie, I felt this presence of, one thing about Pentecostal, they can move the presence of God in prayer. Pentecostal can pray. God, they can pray. Ooh, Pentecostals can pray. But Catholic give me a close relationship. It does me with God. Like there's this intermesh that I go on with God. Um, there's there's a great understanding of things that of the spirit, of maybe of things that are so much more. There is, I don't know how should I put it. There's there's this understanding how, how not fast, how not slow it just this flow, you know, the presence of Jesus in the Eucharist, confession of sins, this the saints. It was there's this thing that it pushes me to. When I was going to, I would pray, I would do everything, and but it didn't give me this thing with God, because I don't want to lie. After a Sunday service, when I was in a Pentecostal church, I'll go and do some stuff that people do. Mhm. But when I'm in Catholic, after Mass, I want nothing. I just want to stay at church, or maybe pray, or after Mass, I want to pray, or just go home and chill. I respect Sunday. I respect the day of the resurrection of the Lord. I there's there's the fear of the Lord. You know, I think Pentecostal give us a free God. God choose. I think that's prayers wherever you can do whatever. You can just come back and say sorry, God, and everything is fine. Your ways can be mended anytime if you like. There's freedom in Pentecost. There's I don't know. There's this freedom, and there's everything can be you. But in Catholic, they don't give me a fantasy God. They show me a real God. Whereas if you go on the wrong side, the men will punish you. Does not matter. There's no grace which is written in the Bible and all, but God will punish you. There's punishment that comes. There's punishment that comes. There is punishment that comes. Certain things that are happening in your life, they are happening because you're on the wrong side with God, and the Lord decided possibly to turn back his face on you, like what you used to do in the olden days. Catholic taught me like the God of the Old Testament, the God of the New Testament, they're still the same God. It did not change. It just did not change. He didn't change at all. It's still the same God. He didn't care less in the Old Testament. Now he cares more. It still did care at that time, and it still did care now. See, so for somebody who had lived in both worlds, when I see Pentecost attacking the Catholic, I'm like, guys, in as much as you have your own doctrine and stuff, I've lived the life that you lived, this Pentecostal life, this thinking, yeah. Because if it's not true, we wouldn't be having pastors referencing the Catholic Church in their preachings, in their Pentecostal churches today. They're doing so because they know, yes, the ways may be wrong, the doctrine may be wrong, but the Catholic stands on the true faith of Jesus. We are one and the same people, and it stands on the firm truth of Jesus resurrected.